phone real quick, so I'll read the comment section real quick. I'm gonna see if the is we good right here. And hold on, let me bring myself back out here. I think we're live, but yeah, we are live. It says we're live, and we are live. We are live. We are live.
Oh, we are live. Oh.
So, how's everybody doing, y'all? Once again, guess who I got on here? She's back as my special guest. You know, we got Amira, the Conservative Diary, right here, man, and she lit it up last time, and that's the first time on here, and I told her to come back on here again, and I'm gonna say this: the people in the chat room, they love you. They're glad you're back on here.
Thank you so much. I love getting love.
Yeah, it's all the love. It's all the love. You dig? You know, and we got the haters too. We got people that trigger that that you're a Muslim. They trigger, but let the triggery exist. Let the niggatry exist. Let it do, because that's all it is. It's just dumbed down mentality. It's a dumbed down mentality because they dumb as hell. Okay. Hey, how you doing? How you been? It's good to see you again.
I've been okay. Honestly. I've just been basically looking at the news and looking all this. It's troubling. The whole world is troubling right now.
Yeah. Like I was talking earlier today, like you said, the world is troubling. And it's like they have a dumb it down mentality. They want our especially our younger generation, to live in the past. They also want to bring out, what about 1600? What about 1700? What about 1800? You know, I know you Islamic, but you know your word, right? Certain words, right? If you look back, you're gonna turn into a pillar of salt if you look back.
Yep.
Right there.
That's true. Yeah.
If you can't look back, remember Lot's wife, she looked back.
Back.
People are looking back, and then when they're looking back, they stuck. What was Lot's wife? She was stuck right here. So what's your take on that?
It's not only that they're looking back, they're actually going back.
Yeah.
They don't even want to look at it. They want to go to it, because I think they miss that feeling of insuperiority, that feeling of, I had somebody to take care of me. I had someone to blame the responsibility on whenever I failed. I had a group of people that I could say, oh, it's because of you that I am the way I am. They don't want to look forward and take responsibility for their own actions anymore. And this is just a symptom of the Democratic, leadership. This is what they want. This is what they sowed in us and all of us, not only the African American community, but the Latino community as well, as being affected just as bad as everyone else.
Yeah. It's deeper than that, and we as these we as the Great Awakening, we got to make sure that people wake up. We got to make sure that people rise up. We got to make sure that people come up, because these people have never came up. They always stay dumbed down. They always just stay down there.
That's true. And that's where they want them. They want them to stay there. And I believe that part of the community, unfortunately, do you know a man called Shaun King?
Yeah.
This man has been promoting terrorism for months, and yet Twitter is just allowing him to keep spewing all of this hatred. Do you remember the guy that was in Tacoma? He blew up the ICE building, the immigration building.
Yeah, that Negro.
Right. Shaun King was happy about that and posting how this man was a martyr. He was someone to be looked up to. He was the sign of progression and all this. And then you have people that want the fail of our country. They want the failure of the people in the community. They don't want to see us get past the past. They want us to stay there. And that's a real issue. I mean, like you had said last time, it's just brainwashing and dominance. It's sickening. This is what we have. And unfortunately, a lot of the leaders of the so-called, minority communities, the leaders are leading you down a bad path. They're leading you back down to the basement instead of going up.
Yes, the basement. And when you in the basement, you like I said, you're not gonna come up. You're gonna be in that basement. You're gonna be stuck. It's like living in your mama's basement. I'm gonna say it like this: you want to be in the
It
basement the
is
whole
actually. Yes, it is. It's just like that.
time.
Yeah.
Just like that. You don't want to move on up. You don't want to get your own. Like you want to stay in that basement. You want to
Mm-hmm.
stay on there. You know, you want to stay right here, just playing a victim. Woe is me. Poor me. Ah, wow.
Cry me a river. The thing is that these people, they're like, okay, as long as I have mommy and daddy and I'm in that basement and mommy and daddy gonna take care of me, mommy and daddy gonna pay the bills in the form of the welfare and the government. They're gonna pay the bills, so I can just sit here and bitch about all the conditions of the basement. I can sit here and bitch about how it's cold in the winter and how it's hot in the summer, but I won't get off of my ass and change it. I'm just gonna bitch to the person that's paying the bills for me. Does that make sense? And that's the same thing that's happening within the minority community. You can see all these Latinos that are so ungrateful that America has afforded them this opportunity to be here. And yet they still, just like the child in the basement, they still complain about the conditions while accepting all the help and accepting the parents to pay the bills. So
Mm.
you sitting here whining and whining to the person that is feeding you. And if one day, conservative America, white America, whatever you want to call it, if they just woke up one day and said, you know what? Fuck you. If you don't want to contribute, you don't want to help, you just want to sit there and complain about the conditions that I am affording you, then I'm not going to give you any conditions at all.
Come
Now
on.
let's see how you do.
You starring something right now. Why you starring shit right now? You
I'm sorry.
starting shit.
Is
No,
it
no,
too
go ahead and
soon?
start shit. We need some shit starters on here. We need this. Start some shit. Damn it.
I've been just in the mood to talk. I was so glad you hit me up today because I was just in the mood today. I was like, this would be the perfect day to let it all out with Mo. I know Mo is here for it, so let's do it.
I'm here for it. Look, I got all the time in the world. I'm off work tomorrow, so I got all the time in the world right now.
Nice.
You dig?
Oh
And
my God.
I'm just tired of fuckery. Lately, if you look at my last 3 videos, I've just been on a rant at night. I've been kind of like I've not been political. I've just been on this terror because I'm tired. I'm tired of fuckery. I'm tired of I'm tired of dumb shit. And these people in Hollywood, they are all about the dumb shit.
Hollywood. I don't even know why you even said that. You almost gave me an aneurysm just thinking about Hollywood.
I know, my bad. I think I might have
Hollywood.
triggered you. I think I might have triggered you.
Just a little bit because I was
Yeah.
just watching the reruns of what was it, the Grammys or the Oscars or some kind of liberal trash that it was. And I know you don't want to use politics. You're saying you don't want to be political, but at the same time, a
Yeah.
lot of that runs deep in a certain group of people, and it's
Yeah.
so hard to
So yeah, I know.
it's so hard to take them out of what we're trying to say. It's so hard to take out the political aspect because it's
Yes, it
so
is.
blatantly there. It's there in front of us. And now we actually
Yes.
have a name for it. And we should use the name that God has given us. God has given us this name. It's called leftist. And we should use it because that's what it is. And if you don't want to be
Leftist.
political, yeah, I mean, you can try to not be political all you want. But
I
at the
know.
end of the day, these people are they're the ones causing all of this. So
Yes. Yeah. It's these identity politics. And my thing, we fight against identity politics.
yeah.
This is why Trump here in office to fight against, to destroy identity politics. Because that stuff
Mm-hmm.
has happened since the religious days, since back in the Bible days. You know,
Yeah.
we
That
read our books.
What were the reasons why people voted for Trump? If you guys want to really go back, you want to talk about what made America great. I think that's what we were talking about, correct? Is like what makes America great? Why did
Yes.
people go to Trump? Why did they reject Hillary so bad? The reason is people are getting tired of the lack of masculinity, the lack of non-PC culture, the lack of truth, the lack of transparency. People got so
Yes.
tired of being smiled at, and then when doors are closed, they're getting
Yes.
fucked in the ass. It's
Thank
like
you.
you can't smile at me and shove a broomstick up my ass at the same time. You I'm sorry, I know you told me I can curse. I just
You can curse, you can say ass, you can say fucking ass, you can say that shit. They can piss skin only, goddammit.
So you know, no matter how much you smile at me, you are still raping me. You are butt fucking me. And I don't like this. And this is why they saw this in Hillary. They saw it and then they saw Trump. Now Trump is a boorish guy. He's a brute. He's, you know, no filter, but you know, people wanted something real. They wanted a man. They needed a man to come back and put shit back in its place where it needed to
Nigga.
be. If we have Hillary, oh my God, do you know that all of these soy boys and gay people, and you think they have a lot of power now? How much power you think they would have if Hillary had been president?
Mm. Woo! Come on now. You said something, girl.
Oh my God, my computer is not liking me. I don't know what's wrong with it.
I
Okay.
hear you fine.
No, no, no. This is not you. This is my laptop that I was telling you about. Yeah. Mo.
Yeah.
Mo. So, did you watch? What was that called? It was with Ti, Candace
Yeah,
Owens. What was that called?
them niggas. I'm gonna say it like this, cause I'm hood as a motherfucker. Them niggas
What
was on
happened?
some
Tell me.
bullshit. Them niggas
Huh?
was on some bullying shit with Candace Owens.
Mm-hmm.
And Candace Owens, look, much respect to you, Candace Owens. You stood your ground, you held your ground. But damn, why a nigga like me couldn't be on this motherfucker? Because I make the all motherfuckers cry.
I wish we would have had a better panel because you know some of those people, especially I guess her name was it started with a T.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, her. You know, she didn't have any place up there, honestly, because she basically pandered to everything that the crowd wanted. And I didn't want everyone to get so intimidated by the crowd. That's the problem with us today, is we're so
Yes,
intimidated by groups of people. We let ourselves be canceled by groups shutting us down by screaming. That didn't used to happen before. People were not like shutting you down by screaming over you. That didn't used to happen.
right.
Why is that a thing now? Why aren't people uh where's your what is that word? It's like your manners, your home training. There it is.
Yeah, the
Home
home
training.
training.
Where's
Where's
your
the
home
damn
training
home
that
training?
you don't let people speak? You just talk over them, you screaming, you booing, and they didn't even finish their sentence. It's like
Mhm.
it's just animals. It's animals. Why am I here?
Animals. So much
And
animals.
this is what we have now. We have all of these people now that just they have no sense of respect for each other. They don't want to hear
Yes.
anything. As soon as they hear something they don't like, they put their fingers in their ears and go la
Right.
la 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 la.
La, la,
They're
la, 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 la,
scared.
la.
So what about that panel? What did you think about that?
I,
Whatever it was called.
I think the panel was more of entertainment. It's more suitable for BET, Black Entertainment Television.
Mm,
They was on some, in my hood term, there's on nigga shit.
mm.
That's all they was on. They was on some color people shit. They was on some nigga gossip. That's all they was on. I was looking at that shit because I see through the fuckery. That was a fuckery moment over there.
What's his name? Ti
Yeah.
was, and you know, so many people look up to this guy, and that's what really bothers me is that so many people look up to these so-called superstars,
Yeah.
as if they're because they have money, they're so smart. It's
Mhm.
like it's like these people they're so disconnected with what's actually happening. They
Right.
just say whatever they feel that their community wants them to say because of course they don't want to lose their fans and they don't want to be seen as a Kanye West. Now Kanye West, I give him so much props for not being intimidated by this group think, this
My
group
nigga.
mentality. You know what I mean? I give him so much props. Like he
So
has,
much prop, right?
yeah, he's taken so much slack for that. And I don't know how he did that. I really don't. But you have people like Ti pandering. And when you have someone like Candace Owens who's actually speaking facts, the first thing that he can do is say, "Well, you started with some bullshit. How do you know it was bullshit, sir? When the moment you've been opening your mouth has been bullshit. Bullshit is by the eye of the beholder. It's by what you think is bullshit. It doesn't mean
Yeah.
that everybody else thinks it's bullshit. Give her a
Come on,
chance to
girl.
talk." I'm sorry. I
And
just
I said, come on, you got this. Bring it.
these people I this is a symptom of what's happening. Anyway, what made America great was something that what's Killer Mike has said. Killer Mike said what made America great was the 8 years after the Civil War when Black people had all the companies that you wanted, welding, machinery, everything that you wanted done. There was a Black business to do it. They were sending their kids to college. They were doing all, and that's when America was great, when everybody was getting their piece of the pie. That's what he meant. Everybody was getting theirs, and there was no huge
Yeah.
what is that called, discrimination between
Discrimination, right.
right. So that's when he was saying that's when America was great, was when everybody had a chance, but those people were not begging for chances by saying that they were being discriminated against. They were putting their heads down and doing what they had to do. Now what's happening today is that people are saying, please give me a chance, please give me a chance. But why are you begging for a chance when you have the chance to go out and do it, but you're waiting for someone to lay out the red carpet for you to do it? That's not what America is about. No.
Yes.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong.
That's not what we're about. We're about, America is about unity. America is about diversity. Open-minded.
I wouldn't say that. I would say America is it's a vision. It's an it's an ideology. It's I wouldn't go so far as saying it's a dream. It's more of an ideology. No,
but we still got to unite with each other, though. I mean, it's about uniting with each other.
But we have to have something in common in order to unite. And what is that thing we have in common?
Oh, America work. We got a lot of these policies in common. These policies.
I would say the most thing that we have in common is our nationalism, our national, our nationalism, our country, our that's not the right word. Patriocy. God,
Bring it.
You know what I'm saying, though. It's a patrioticness thing. English is my second language, so please work with me.
Right.
But yeah, like being proud of our country is that one thing that we have in common that goes beyond race. It goes beyond sex. It goes beyond whatever else you want to put in the front line. If we have that, that's our base. If we can't come together and be proud of our country, what are we doing?
Yeah. We got to be proud of our country.
And what's her name? Ilhan Omar. We were talking about her last time. The Muslim lady from Minnesota. She said, no, was it her or was it Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez girl? Don't you remember? She said, "Oh, so if we like our country, that means we can't criticize it. We can't criticize it if we like it." Does that make sense? She said, "So we're not allowed to say anything against our country if we are proud of our country." Do you remember that or no?
No.
Because at one point Trump told them, if you don't like it, you can go home.
Oh
you
yeah,
can go home and figure out your country and then come back and tell us how it's done. Do you remember?
Yes.
And then she said, well, if we don't like even if we like our country, but if we criticize our country, that means we have to leave. And that's not what we were saying.
Right.
We were saying like, if you have a boyfriend, right? You have a girlfriend. You're a man, you have a girlfriend, and all you do with your girlfriend is tell her how she's doing bad, how she needs to improve on this, how these are the things that she needs to work on. She's not doing good here, she's not doing good there. You never once tell her anything good about herself. And then one day she comes to you and tells you, I think we should separate because you look like you're unhappy in our relationship. And you tell her, well, why would you think that? Where'd you get that idea from? And you're like, how about all this time that you've been telling me that I'm just so bad and I'm bad, there's nothing good. So this is what basically they're doing to the country. I don't know if you're following me, Mo.
I'm listening to you.
So that's basically what they do to the country. We're in an abusive relationship with these liberals where, they say they love the country, but yet everything that they say about the country is bad. Slavery, this is all bad. If one time it was bad in the past, it's going to be bad forever now. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes a whole lot of sense. It's like, but look, I don't get this, right, Amira. I don't get this. Why they keep on bringing up the past? What is the motives to bring up the past all the time? They keep bringing it up. When you come with facts, they come with the past.
There's a saying that if you can control the past, you can control the future. If you control the past, you will control the future.
Mm. So are they trying to control the future with the past?
Yeah, so in their way, in their mind, they're going to manipulate the past
Mm.
into something that they want it to be so they can, and by that way, control the future of what's going to happen.
Ah!
Because when you go back and you change the facts that happened back in the past and you make things seem more exaggerated, or you're giving your own testimony of the
Yes.
past that's not true.
Yes.
So now you're going to control the future. From there, when you tell the children
Woo.
history, you're telling his story. You're not telling history, you're
Come
telling his
on.
story. Do you know what I mean?
Come on, Amir. Man. So
Thank you, Broken Patriot.
we control our own destiny, though. We control our destiny. We control it. We can go ahead and throw that past in that motherfucking face and make the past. We would erase this motherfucking past. No, we want to erase history, but we would like let them know that the past is the motherfucking past. And the future is the future. See, we don't just live for today or tomorrow. We live for now. We take it every step at a time. We live for now. Yes, we live for the future, but let's focus on what's going on now, too.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't focus on what's going on now.
You know, the saying that I wanted to reiterate to you was that if you control the past, you control the future. But if you control the present, you control nothing. You control nothing if you control the present. But if you control the past, you can control the future. If you control the present, you control nothing.
Mm.
So this is why I just, and you're talking about living for now or living for the future. We're supposed to live for now. The thing is, the past is what's giving them their power. If they had no idea of what happened in the past, they would not have any power. They wouldn't. You really think about that, Mo?
Mm.
Had they woke up one day and forgotten about slavery, forgotten about the Civil War, had forgotten about the Cold War, forgotten about the Great Depression and all that, they would wake up today and see a very beautiful America. But instead, because they're living in the past and they're thinking so deep into things that don't require that much thought,
Mm-hmm.
they're seeing a completely different world. Mo, do you think, I have a question for you.
Yeah, ask it. I'm gonna answer this shit. Go ahead.
Do you think that the Democrats would be so excited to bring those illegals here if they know that those illegals are going to vote Republican?
No. They wouldn't. They wouldn't be excited. They bring them over here to vote illegally, to vote Democrat.
Mm-hmm.
They don't ask for IDs down in North Carolina. They don't ask for down in California. They don't ask for IDs. They let these illegal immigrants vote.
Mm-hmm.
Because vote Democrat, we will give you free houses. We won't give you a damn shelter. You will not be on Skid Row. You will have homes. We will protect y'all asses.
Mm-hmm.
That's why Compton is full of fucking. I'm gonna say it. That's why Compton is full of Mexicans. It ain't Negroes no more.
Do you know something, Mo? All of those new taco stands and all of these new Latino businesses used to be all African American businesses before. They all used to be chicken stands and black hair stands and all kinds of things that were for the community that was living there. Now, because all these illegals moved in, they're taking over. Everything now is tacos, burritos, I don't know, quinceañera stores. You know, you don't have anything for the people that were the original people, the native people that were there. Now, all of those people have been pushed out. They want to talk about gentrification, talk about white people kicking out black people out of communities, or not even just black people. I want to say, maybe I don't want to say poor, but I want to say,
Poor people. They wanted to kick Americans out. Period.
Right, exactly. But I'm saying, they want to talk about gentrification. Well, that's a real form of gentrification that you have right there.
Okay.
When you're putting all these Latinos and just taking a whole peoples and moving them out of their communities. And when people tell them the black people are most affected from this illegal immigration, black people freak out. They're like, no, that's not true. What do you think is wrong with it? You think that that's good? You think that having all those illegals there is good for you?
Huh.
What about when Candace Owens was telling them about the single motherhood rate, telling them
Yeah.
about fatherless homes? They were freaking out. And I was like, what do you think that single moms is the best way for a child to grow up, having a single parent? Do you think that that's the best thing?
They don't teach value. They don't teach morals. That's why they don't want fathers in homes. They rather for you to. I'm being honest with you. They rather for you to have a girlfriend. If you're a woman, they'll support. Let me shut up. I'll get flagged. They cool with that. They cool with that.
Degeneracy is the new moral now. I mean,
yes. That is
no, Mo, I'm really upset about this because I watch it and I know that I just feel a connection with minorities when I speak about any kind of community. I feel a connection with the minorities because I feel a part of the minority community. So when I'm talking about this kind of stuff, I'm not being mean or judgmental towards certain people. I don't want to come off that way. Does that make sense?
But no, I get it. You know what? We are being like me and you. We are being very intellectual. You are a Muslim, and I'm a Christian, but we support the same values. We have conservative values. You know what? We against the fuckery, and that's good.
Do you know that the Bible and the Quran have so many things that are similar? You had your one person in the comment section, I believe he was Nick News Media or something like that, who was against having a Muslim on your show. Well, I don't know if he's Christian or not, or maybe he's atheist, but in Christianity, it also says to not eat the meat of swine. I think that's in the book of John. And in the book of Corinthians, it says that women should be silent in the church and they should cover their hair, just like how Muslim women cover their hair and be modest. I mean, there's many things that are very similar with the Quran and the Bible. Like, our religions are not that far apart from each other, but people just love to make that division between us and make us seem like we're so different and we're so alien from each other, but we're really not.
Because you don't eat pork and I eat pork. You know what I'm saying?
But if you're a Christian, you're not supposed to.
No. Jesus said that it's not goes in the body, the mouth that defiles the man. It comes out of the mouth that defiles the man. You know what I'm saying? That's why Jesus came. We can eat pork.
No. What about that verse in John?
Now we finally disagreeing. I like that.
No, but what about that? I think it's in John. Don't get me wrong. I think it's in the book of John.
See, Muslims know their Bible. Muslims know their Bible. That's why I prepare for you.
Jesus is all over the Quran. Jesus has more stories in the Quran than he does in the Bible. Do you know that?
No, he don't.
Yes, he does.
I have to disagree with you on that, but we can talk about. Look, one day we're gonna have a Muslim and Christian friendly debate one day. A friendly discussion, not even debate, a discussion.
You can't be friendly with a Muslim. Allahu Akbar. I'm gonna blow it up.
I'm not trying to change your mind because I'm not gonna change your mind. You ain't gonna change my mind. But I'm just being petty.
No, I'm saying I'm gonna blow up everything. You don't know.
Yeah. But I love my bacon. You don't like bacon. You can't eat bacon. I can eat bacon. I got Jesus. You got Allah.
I eat turkey bacon.
That's good. Come on now. Turkey bacon ain't nothing like real bacon.
I wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know. But it's all good. Assalamu alaikum.
So let me ask you this. What do Christians say when they greet each other? Is there like something that you guys say? Like, we have assalamu alaikum. What do you guys say?
We just say, man, we say all types of stuff. I'm blessed and highly favored. In the name of Jesus. That's all we say.
Okay. Blessed and highly favored. Okay.
Yeah, we say, hey, praise God. That's how we say, in the name of Jesus. And that's how we do. God bless it. We always look at the Father too. You know what I'm saying? But we are, see, you guys are more of the Ishmaelites. And we more of the you know what I'm saying? Ishmael. You know about Ishmael.
We call ourselves Ibrahimic, kind of like Abraham.
But y'all following the Ishmael, though. Y'all following Ishmael.
Yeah, exactly.
We more following the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Y'all don't worship the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
No, we don't. No.
Y'all the Ishmaelites. Y'all Ishmael, and Much respect to Ishmael, but guess what? Ishmael got sent by his way.
Oh, we're gonna go there.
Look at me!
Let me get my Quran really fast. I'll be back.
Oh, you can get a Quran. Oh, yeah.
Oh my
Oh, you
god.
ain't gonna do that. I ain't trying to debate with you tonight. That's so good. I ain't trying to do all that.
Oh, you don't want this problem. You don't want
No,
this.
I don't want. We do this some other night. We do. Look, one day we're gonna have a discussion between Islam and Christianity, and we ain't gonna debate. We're gonna sit there, just have a discussion. Because I do respect your opinion.
Yeah. Oh,
Or your
hey,
belief.
I wanted
Your belief. I ain't gonna say
wanted to
opinion, your belief.
No, I want to ask you something. Did you hear about on the news? It's all over the news. There was a controversial paper that's been put up all over. I think it was in England,
Okay.
and it's only 5 words, and it said Islam is right about women.
It's
Did you see
like
that? Did you see
I
that?
heard something like that. Islam is right about women. Okay.
So anyway, it was yesterday or today. Somebody posted a paper all over Europe, or I don't know if it's Europe or where was it, but yeah, it said
So who was
Islam
that
is
right
right.
about women about?
It didn't say. It didn't say exactly. So this paper was to make everybody up in arms. Now, the thing that they really wanted to show is, I know this is a little bit off topic, but just really quickly,
No,
the
no,
thing
no.
that they
Talk about
really
it.
wanted,
We all over the place.
the thing that they really wanted to show us, and they did a great job at doing, mind you, is that they wanted to show us the bias between the liberals and Islam. So you know that liberals are really defending Islam, basically saying, don't attack Islam. Islam is not as bad as you think. Not all of them are terrorists. They're great people, yada, yada, yada. They defend Muslims more than they defend Christians. Why? I have no idea. Now, with this little paper that said these little 5 words, Islam is right about women, people are saying, there's people on the left that are saying, no it's not, no it's not, they abuse women and they make them cover up and they give them no freedom and da da da. And then the other side is saying,
Yeah.
well, maybe they meant that it's right about women's nature, and this is why we need these kind of things in order to control a woman's natural nature. No.
Okay.
And
Okay.
you know what I mean? So there's this bias between liberals now where they're like, why would they say that about women? What does that mean? Is this a bad thing? Is this a good thing? And whoever it was has to be one of the greatest trolls of the year, because they have made people think, I don't know what they're thinking. They're just like, I don't know if this is good or if it's bad, or should I think that it's right or wrong? Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Hi, Gina.
Spit it, girl.
Hi, Gina.
Yeah, Gina in the house. She's spitting fire too.
Yes. But anyway, yeah, check it out, Mo. That
Yeah.
just happened yesterday or today.
Hey, you know what? I was just thinking about something. We were just having a discussion about 5 minutes ago, right? And we all, me and you, we have more in common than we think. Islamic and Christians, we have more in common than we really think, because we are very spiritual. We don't believe in abortion.
Mm-hmm.
We believe in the morals.
Mm-hmm.
We
And
believe
family.
in family and
Mm-hmm.
respect. And like I tell Christians that I be getting upset with a lot of Christians. I said this: at least Muslims go ahead and share their faith. At least Jehovah's Witnesses go to door to door. I don't agree with that. They got this little ideology for 144,000 people going to heaven. But guess what? At least they have some spirituality on there. At least they have spirituality. We all do. And we have to go ahead and be intellectual with this. And that's what Jesus was doing. You're sure?
Yeah.
I'm just saying we can't be hateful. And that shows us right now. Right now, that's why I'm glad I'm having you on here. Everybody, I love Jesus. I'm a Christian. I believe in the Bible. I don't believe in the Quran. But guess what? I respect her. I respect her beliefs because her heart's in the right place. I would never sit up there and say Muslims are going to hell. Never say that.
Yeah.
God judges the heart.
Yeah.
And that's how I look at it.
Well, I guess everybody has their pathway, right? I mean, I think we're all going the same place, but we just have different roads to get there.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
we're just taking different roads. So for some people, the Christian road is the easiest and best road for them, no? And for other people that, they prefer the Muslim road and the Jewish road or whatever have you. It's just the problem when our roads intersect, especially with Jews. It doesn't turn out so well.
Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this, Amira. 20 years ago, I'm gonna say this. I'm meant to everybody. 20 years ago, I would have deliberately picked an argument with you. I would walk up and see Joel. When I see anybody, and as I got older, I started saying things. I said, "What's the point of arguing with people? Let's all be on the same page on certain things, and we would see how much we got more in common than we really think."
The thing is, like I said, me being on the right, I have
Yeah.
I have encountered these kind of people just because, like I said, on the left,
Yeah.
they are judgmental, but they just try to hide it. They hide it really good, no?
Yeah.
But at least on the right, they're out in front
Thank
about it.
you.
They'll tell me about their bias. They'll tell me why they don't
Yeah,
like
they
them.
will.
And it is what it is. But the thing is, I have come across these people on the right, and basically, I want to tell to them, like, try not to think so much about, like, okay, if you're Christian or you're Muslim. I know it does matter in the background, but in the foreground, we want to connect under a common identity, and our common identity is our patriotism and our love for our country, our nationalism. And like I said, whether I'm Muslim or Christian or whatever have you,
Yes.
I love this country, and I'm here for the values, and I will fight day and night for our values that are in the Constitution. And under the Constitution, it said under God. It didn't, this country started as a Christian religious country. As you guys have gotten further and further away from your religious roots,
Yeah.
the country has started to go to hell for that. And it's evident in your people and the fruit and the children. I mean, it's going to hell.
Hey, I got a question for you. I'm not trying to debate with you right now. I just got a question for you because I want to get deep into everybody's mind. I want to talk. So, do you think Jesus was a great prophet, or I mean, how you feel about Jesus? What's your take on Jesus?
Jesus, for a Muslim, was not a prophet. He was a messenger.
Yeah, because I saw it said Mary, mother of Jesus, in the beginning of the Bible. So that's why I want to get the take on that.
Well, I mean, it's the same thing. It's the same thing for us. Like, people think that we look at our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. They think that we think of our Prophet Muhammad as God. We don't see our prophet the same way as Christians see Jesus. We see him as a messenger. And yes, his life was not perfect. We understand that he had his maldoings as well. But like we said, we didn't see him as God. So that's why we don't need to go over whatever he did in his life or whatever Jesus did in his life, because they had a message to deliver, and they delivered it. And that's what mattered for us. It's not about who delivered the message, is did you get the message?
Yeah.
So as long as you got the message, then we're happy. And as for Jesus, we believe that he was a great man, born from a virgin, and he had his message. He delivered it as he was supposed to, and we're happy about that.
And this is why I asked you that question, because I want to hear it, because I know I tell people, like, listen, you got a lot of Muslims, Islamic people, heart in the right place like us too. So let's stop all judging. And like I'm gonna say about Muslims, don't stop saying Christians are going to hell. We can't be saying Muslims are going to hell. Jehovah, let's just stop all of the BS, y'all, and go ahead and just stop judging. That's it.
Well, we really don't know who's going to hell in the end, because we're not
we don't.
We're not the deciders of it. So
we're not the deciders of it. Nobody got a heaven or hell to put you in.
Right. We can just do our best to not make a hell on earth, and that's it. That's all we're trying to do, is not make an actual hell on earth. So like I said, I'm not the one to judge who's going to hell and who's not, because some of those people that you think that are the holiest, holier than thou, are the ones that are going to hell first. And so
thank you. Well, that's blasphemous.
Yeah. I wish I could see the comments, Mo. This is messed up. I can't see anything.
You know what? Comments. You got Johnny Bennett. I want to tell Johnny. I have the comment section right. I'm reading the comments on the phone right here.
Oh.
You got to use your other phone. You got a phone. You read the comments on the phone.
No, I'm gonna go to my computer. My computer's been acting weird.
Oh, sorry, you can't read the comments. You got to see the comments later.
Oh, there it is. I can see it now. Oh my god, finally.
Hold on, is that Deion Alexander? Oh snap! It's Deion. Hold on, let me get that nigga wrench.
Okay, there we are. Now I can.
What's up, Batters in the house? First time I saw you on my YouTube channel, man. He's a legend on Facebook. He got all them followers on Facebook. What up? What up, Batters? I'm interviewing a Muslim. Muslim for Trump.
You know, I don't even have a Facebook.
You don't get on Facebook? Yeah, no, you ain't missing no on Facebook. Trust me. You better off on YouTube. Trust me. Don't worry about Facebook. Don't even get on Facebook. Trust me.
Okay, I won't. I mean, like I said, I don't. Yeah, I don't think I'm missing anything.
Yeah, you ain't missing nothing. Trust me. It's too much drama, man. This is why I'm on YouTube. I like exposing fuckery on YouTube.
So wait, so you do these interviews kind of every night?
Yeah, almost every night. No, most of my nights I'm thick skinned on. I had like 5 people, 6 people. We rumble and they argue with each other. I have a liberal on here. I have pro-black people on here. It's more like a rumble. Right now, I'm doing a one-on-one interview with you, but you have not been on my rumble.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Why didn't you let me see that or let me participate?
You want to be on Rumble? I'm having a Rumble later on tonight if you want to. Or tomorrow night. I'll send you a link. You want to be on my Rumbles?
Tonight?
Yeah. You want to come back on the Rumble tonight?
I don't know. Maybe.
If not, you come tomorrow. But the Rumbles are always open. You can come tomorrow, the next day. The Rumbles are almost every night.
Oh, okay. And so what is your topic usually about?
The Rumble is no topic. It's just thick skin only, not easily triggered, and everybody just talk about everything. That's all it is. It's not political. It's more gangster. It's more just everybody with different beliefs.
Okay.
I don't know why. Right now, it's a one interview with you, so it ain't all that rumbling right now.
Oh.
Even though we disagree with a few stuff, but no, this is like, shut up, you dumb it. It be going at it. I'm telling you.
That's when you're telling me about that that they're like going crazy.
That is saying he want to rumble. That is, you want to come back on here? I'm doing another rumble in another hour. So I'm interviewing her another about 20 more minutes. I got 20 more minutes with her. It's a one-on-one interview. And man, because I want her on here. Look, I want your voice to be on here to be heard.
No, I really do. Thank you. Like I said, I was really nervous the first time that we spoke. That's why.
Why are you nervous? I'm laid out. I'm laid back.
Yeah, but I mean, it wasn't you. You were really good. You're a really good host. But it's just me and my own thoughts. You know, it's like getting my thoughts together and trying to talk and be nervous.
I don't be having my thoughts together either. Trust me. That's why I got to take me a couple of drinks.
Oh my God! Yeah, last time you were. It was really smoky on your side of the screen last time.
Yes, it was. I have to co-host hosting all this stuff.
Oh my
God. The fuckery. I need a cup of puffs doing this shit.
No way. Yeah. But it was like really smoky. I don't know why. It's really not letting me see the live chat. I don't know why. Or is no one talking? I can't see it.
Hope says she's a modern Muslim. Hope Coleman. You know Hope Coleman, you like you saw you know Hope Coleman, the black chick, you understand on there. She's on here commenting. She said she's a modern Muslim. She's cool. I know a few that's down to earth.
I don't. What is it? Moderate or modern?
Modern.
Moderate.
She's a modern Muslim. She's cool.
You mean moderate, not modern.
Moderate.
What is modern? That's not a word.
Modern.
No, moderate. With a T, right? Moderate.
You said moderate? I was going to see. Maybe she even spelled it, but moderate is probably moderate.
Yeah. So okay, I'm moderate, meaning like I'm not extreme, I guess she's saying.
I take it as you being modest.
That's not. Oh, finally. Okay, thank you. Finally, I can see the chat.
Oh, you can see the chat? Okay, you can chat.
Yeah, finally. I don't know what happened, why it wasn't showing me. Oh, here it is. Now I see. Okay. What was I telling you? Yeah, no, I'm not. I don't know what that means that I'm a moderate Muslim. Maybe it's because like I'm not. Um, I guess I'm not as mean to other people or judgmental. I don't know, basically, but I
Like
am
you're not
pretty.
radical. You're not these freaking radical Christian. You're not radical Islam. You're
Well, you
not.
guys don't know that. You guys wouldn't know if I was radical or not because you guys don't know what I do when I turn off the camera. Because I could be
So
planning
you're
stuff.
gonna blow up this place. You're gonna blow me up.
No, but I'm looking for a liberal place. I'm just kidding.
You got a bomb on you? Should I be washing your ass? You got a bomb on you?
No, of course not. I would never. But I'm just saying,
Don't
you know.
explode me.
But people, when people say like, "Oh, she's moderate" or "She's like a modern," I'm like, what does that mean? Does that mean that I'm not mean, or does that mean that I'm accepting to people? You know, because it's like I don't know. But yeah, you just okay. Mo,
Yo,
can you tell me
oh,
one
honestly,
thing?
moderate means you're not going to put people in cages and set them on fire. Right there.
Oh my God, I know exactly what she's talking about. That's the sad part.
You're not gonna set me on fire. You're not gonna blow me up. That's what I'm saying. I can hug you. You're gonna have a bomb on your ass.
No, but the funny thing is that I know exactly what she's talking about. There are situations where we put people in cages and drown them all together in a cage. We put the cage into the water slowly in a pool and we watch them struggle. And yeah, it's pretty sad. There's a lot of like torture techniques that some people use. It's mostly the ISIS people and, you know.
Okay.
No, I'm not going to do that. Whatever she's saying, no, I'm
She
not
ain't
going to
gonna
do
do
that.
all that. Yeah.
No, I really don't have the stomach for it. So, no. I have a Twitter, Christy. I have a Twitter. On my Twitter, I am the Conservative's Diary as well, I believe. I don't use Twitter because I don't know how. So, um, yeah, if anyone's available to teach me how to use it, I'll learn, but I don't know how to use it.
I'll teach you, girl. I'll tell you, boo. I got Twitter.
You do have Twitter too?
I got like 30-some thousand followers on there.
You know how to use it?
Yeah, I know how to use it.
Yeah, because every time I go on there, the only person I'm following is like the president and um, some other people. I follow Nancy Pelosi just so I can hate comment because I just get so angry at the stuff that she says. Nancy Pelosi, but you know what? Nancy Pelosi is the only person that's actually telling the truth to Democrats by telling them that impeachment is not a realistic
Right, but they don't
thing
want to
right
talk
now.
about that stuff.
No, and they keep on telling her that they want to get her impeached and all of this. And I'm like, you know what? She's the only one telling you guys the truth. And the thing is, Nancy Pelosi, unlike Maxine Waters, you know, like
Yeah,
Maxine Waters is, you know, Nancy Pelosi, unlike her, is like, she's like well into it. She's been there for who knows how many decades. She understands what can happen and what really can't happen.
right.
So, yeah. I mean, as much as I want to hate on Nancy Pelosi, I do give her credit for being honest with them and telling them that, hey, you guys are losing it. You don't have any chance. What do you think about the impeachment hearings?
What impeachment hearings? I mean, damn, you can't impeach no motherfucking body.
Right, yeah. Like, what
You,
impeachment?
and you ain't got no motherfucking reason to impeach a motherfucker. I don't know why they all like impeach the motherfucker. You got no ground to impeach the motherfucker.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you know, they're just trying to save face because they promised the people all these years that they're going to do it. They're going to do it. They're going to get the motherfucker out of office. They're going to
Right,
do this.
right.
Do that. Remember Maxine Waters, impeachment 45. We're going to, and then what's the other lady? What's the other lady's name?
What's
She said,
that?
yeah, we're going to impeach the motherfucker. And like, yeah. And then now they're just trying to save face because they know they have nothing. They have nothing. And they're like, okay, we got to still look good, you know?
Mm-hmm. Well, you know,
Did you Mo, do you ever watch C-SPAN?
no, I don't watch that shit. I glance at it. I see people share it on Facebook, and I glance at it. I don't watch it.
Okay.
I see it. I can't help but see the shit. I can't help but see it.
Yeah, it's everywhere. Mo, what's your stance? What's your stand on, like, you personally? Where are you standing in this? Are you all the way to the right, or are you somewhat to the left? I know you're not. You don't consider yourself at all a leftist, but do
No,
you
no, no, no,
consider
no. I'm
yourself?
all the way to the right. I am a regular Republican, and I will sit there and say I'm a Republican. I will say I'm a conservative. I'm over here. You know, even though I have an independent mentality, but guess what? I'm a registered Republican. That's what I am. I am for the right. I'm for the values. I don't agree with everything that the right says, but I am for conservative values. I am for the principles. In my big worm voice, it's the principles. That's all I'm for the principles. That's what I am. I will never vote Democrat again. I'll tell you that. I was once blind and now I see.
Now I can see.
Hallelujah.
Yes, I'm with you there. I was blind too.
You was once blind.
Hmm.
You know, I'm gonna say this. You was once blind, but you are here. You know what? I don't look at it as an accident that me and you are here right now. You got a Christian and you got Islamic right here. And we are uniting. We are coming together to unite America.
Yes,
We are uniting our country.
exactly.
Who can't tell me God ain't good? That
All
I
the
don't give
time.
a damn about your beliefs, but I do give a damn about your values and your principles.
That's what I say. I'm like, I
I
don't
care
care.
about your beliefs. I'm glad because your heart's in the right place. But what I'm saying is I'm not triggered by it. Let me rephrase that. I'm not triggered by your beliefs.
Hmm.
You're not triggered by mine either.
No.
But I do one day want us to have a conversation about Allah and Jesus and just me and you have a normal conversation and just talk and laugh. And
Oh boy, I can't wait for that.
yeah,
That's
let's
gonna
just
be.
have a conversation. Islam talking to a Christian. We're gonna be talking. And we will not even argue. They're gonna be like, what the heck? They're gonna expect all the rumbling. No, whatever. You're not expecting to change my mind. I'm not expecting to change your mind.
Man. Okay, one more thing here. I wanna God, I had the thing. I can't pull it up right now because I'm using my phone. But do you remember the first sentence that I sent you before I before
Hold
we
on.
opened the live?
Hold on. I'm looking at it right now, okay?
Okay. It was, I believe, the first
The
one was
first sentence you sent to me, hold on, let me go right here. You dig? You said, hey, let me hold on. Yeah, topic. You said the media play on words when addressing illegal immigration.
yes.
The
So
effect
the
on
media.
illegal is low income communities.
Yeah.
Wait,
No. Okay, so I want to give you the wordplay that they're using for. Okay, so as I watch YouTube often. I watch YouTube pretty much every day.
that's how you
And
call me, right?
yes, that is how I found you. And then after that, so recently, just like in the last few days, I've been seeing the commercials on YouTube change. They've been political. Now, PragerU has put out commercials on YouTube talking about they had Dennis Prager doing something talking about some conservative points. I think he was talking about leftists versus leftists versus liberals. So anyway, now there was recently a commercial made by the right in counter to the PragerU commercial. So this commercial was basically saying, why are people in America so worried about immigrations and immigrants? Yeah, immigration and immigrants. Now, then they went on to talk about the points. Now, what they didn't say was that we're not worried about immigration and immigrants. We're worried about illegal immigrants that are coming in. What people
Okay.
are doing on the left is, have you noticed that their tactics are to change the words around in order to make them sound less than what they are? They're trying to change. When you change the word, you change people's thinking, and they know that. This is how I told you, when you change the past, you can change the future. This is what they're doing by changing words and the meaning of words and the effect that words have.
Okay.
The left is currently telling us in America that we cannot call people felons. We can't call them felons, and we cannot say certain words. You cannot call a person an illegal immigrant anymore, or an illegal alien. You're supposed to call them an undocumented, which is the same thing, but because they use these different words, they like to make people feel soft and comfortable. But now it's going to be comfortable for now, but in 2 years they're going to change it into another one that's going to be even more comfortable, because no matter how many times you change that fucking word, it's
Right.
going to mean the same thing. So no matter how many times you try to make yourself feel good about whatever it is, no matter what you try to change that word into being, it's going to mean the same thing. So you're going to have to end up changing it again. But I digress. Now, the thing is that these leftists, the people on the left, are using these words like immigrants instead of calling
Yeah.
them illegal immigrants. They're saying they don't like immigrants. We do like immigrants. We don't like illegal immigrants.
Yeah.
Why are you confusing the two and meddling the words together like that? You know. I'm sorry, I get into a rant sometimes.
No, go ahead and rant, girl.
The words that they're trying to do, especially by calling them undocumented instead of being illegal immigrants or illegal aliens, they're trying to change all these words around in order to change the meaning, but you will never be able to change the meaning. So each time that you end up changing words, you're going to end up changing it again. It doesn't matter what you change it to, it's going to be offensive later. Just like how before they will say a person is retarded. Now they don't say retarded, they say incapacitated. They didn't like incapacitated either, so then they said challenged, mentally challenged, and then they didn't like that one too, and then they moved on to disability, or they're not fully able-bodied. Now they're going against the people who actually are not retarded and telling them that they're able-bodied, so they have privilege because they're able-bodied. So now they turned it around to say you're the bad person because you're able-bodied and you have privilege. I know I'm going too much, but I want you to.
No, you're not going too much. Freedom of speech over here. It's truth, y'all. You got 4 minutes left. Hey, man, this is lit tonight.
Okay, 4 minutes. Do you talk to me about anything?
Well, I want to talk to you about this. Did you trigger a lot of people because you Muslim and Arab?
I don't know.
I mean, are people offended by you because? I mean, do Muslims ridicule you from being a Trump supporter?
Only Linda Sarsour and what's her name? Ilhan Omar.
Okay, but you don't get a lot about that you support Trump, because I know a lady from Arabia. She's a Trump supporter. She's been here for 4 years, and she supports our president. I'm actually going to interview her real soon. I would actually love for you to link up with her. Put us on a panel together.
Okay.
She actually lives out here. We had a talk. She's actually one of the first runs of Miss Wisconsin pageant, and so she's a model. So we're gonna. I would really like to link up.
Yeah. Mostly I get that. People always talk about me being attacked because I'm Muslim, but actually I get attacked more because I'm conservative. That's why I made the video. Walkaway story. My walkaway story was telling people how it's easier to be a conservative.
I saw your walkaway story.
It's easier to be Muslim than conservative in America. And people are trying to say to me that racism is deep in this country when I don't get attacked because of my race or my culture or my hijab or whatever it is that they're saying. I don't. I get mostly attacked because I'm a conservative. That's what people fail to understand. And I'm like, you telling me that America is so damn racist and is so bad and all this, but I'm not getting what you guys are saying is happening.
Right.
I don't know. And that's coming from a minority herself. I'm not, Thank you so much for having me on, Mo.
Hey, thank you for coming on. We got 2 minutes left in here. Dang it. Anything you want to say in the next 2 minutes?
No, I don't want to say much, but I do want to thank you for giving me a chance to rant. I do appreciate these times that I get to talk to someone instead of just talking to the camera. Because like I said, I usually just talk to my camera and rant and I don't have any feedback. So I do appreciate these times that I can have with you where you can give me some feedback and maybe correct me on any bias that I may have. But I just want to say thank you.
Hey, next week I'll be back from DC. You want to come back as a one-on-one guest again next week?
Yeah, and whenever, and even if you have someone else, like you said, you want to have the other lady on that.
Look, I have a Rumble tonight. If you want to come on the Rumble tonight,
I think I want to look at it first because I don't know what.
Yeah, look at the Rumble. Then you might want to come on. So I'm Rumble tonight. We're gonna Rumble tonight. The next hour, we go. Look, it be a lot of screaming. It's crazy.
Well, the thing is, I'm not a screamer.
They're gonna look at you. No, they're gonna look at it like, fuck you. That's how we talk.
Oh, then I might end up screaming then. Okay.
I might,
Yeah.
I get some pro-black people on here and do. No, it get intense.
Is it wrong that I'm like, if I see a pro-black person, I tell them that they're race baiting? Is
No,
that gonna
fuck that.
cause?
They do be race baiting these fucking white motherfuckers.
Okay
I mean,
then.
these
Okay,
black
so I'm gonna get
motherfuckers.
a text from
They
them.
can suck my. Let me shut up.
Can you
You don't
stop
get
it,
my
Mo?
flag, goddamn. Fuck you.
Mo, you have got to calm it down when you're talking to me, because I'm sweet, you know. I'm very
No,
nice.
you think you ain't that goddamn sweet. Go out of here. Trying to fool everybody. You ain't goddamn that sweet. She's sweet, but goddamn it, she would cuss your motherfucking ass out too.
That's not true.
No, if they keep poking you, you gonna cuss them out.
You think so? Do you see that in
If
me?
they keep poking you,
You think so?
you gonna take that bullshit? Come on now. You know I'm not lying.
Yeah, I think you may be right. Yeah,
You know,
you're right.
if they keep poking you, come out of nowhere. No, you have not been on my rumbles. You have not been on my rumbles. You gotta get my rumbles. I swear, this is a one-on-one interview right now.
Yeah,
The rumble would be kind of like intense. You be like, oh shoot, they suddenly call you a bitch on a fucking rumble, and
that's
you're like,
nice.
oh.
I'll be like, excuse me,
There.
excuse me.
That's how they do on that rumble.
Oh my god, it sounds exciting. I mean, yeah,
It is.
I
It's
think,
fun though. This
what
actually has
time
a
are you
fun
doing
time
it?
on the rumble
What time are you doing it?
in another hour.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I have you
I'll
in my
put the link in
notification.
case you want to join.
Okay.
I'll text you the link in case you want. You can pop up like 10 minutes, 15 minutes.
Holy shit! Just pop up and listen in. Okay, bye.
Yeah, you can pop on and pop off. You can pop back on. People pop off and pop back on. It's kind of intense.
Okay.
Like, whoa.
Okay.
What's up, Rita in the house? See, Rita, please come on the rumble tonight. We rumble tonight.
Oh my god. Okay then. Okay. Well then. All right. Well, I'll let you go so you can get some rest.
Do me a favor, stay online, and no, stay on on the panel.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Bye, guys. Nice to see you.
Nice to see everybody. Hey, thank you for coming on here, everybody. Subscribe to her channel, Amira, the Conservative Diary. The link is in the description box. Go ahead and get her more subscribers because y'all need to hear her. She has his word. She has a fucking message. So I'm gonna leave it as this. I'm gonna have her say the last word. I'm gonna cut it off. You stay online.
Thank you again, Mo. Thank you for having me on, and stay conservative and MAGA.
Make
America great.
Hello, 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 hello.